say
Yeah, yeah.
Grace and Google.
Grace and Google.
Yeah,
So
Grace.
yeah. Similar question to that only, like what should be given the preference, like when it is asked about university books and Indian authors. So should we prefer studying from a same topic from an Indian author book or university books? Like here we also get books from that our each department. So what should we prefer?
So my answer to this question is, it is all
Hmm.
up. Did you understand it or not? That's the first question. Second thing,
Okay.
does it make sense or not? Third
Hmm.
thing, is it worth your time or not? And the fourth
Hmm.
thing, did it add to your knowledge or is it a waste of
Okay.
your time?
Yeah.
So if I want to understand a particular topic, let's say cardiology,
Hmm.
I want to understand the
Yeah.
functioning of heart. I want to understand the different pathologies, and I
Hmm.
also want to understand what are the kinds of pharmacology or the types of surgeries or procedures that I will be using to save the heart.
Hmm.
So to acquire this knowledge, I can go for
Hmm.
simple resources to complicated and deep learning resources.
Yeah. Hmm.
Initially, I start with small review books or handbooks. They're very easy to finish.
Hmm.
It's all about gathering the knowledge, which means you take bits and
Okay.
pieces of information from many places, not just one place.
Hmm. Hmm.
Once I saw a professional cardiothoracic surgeon, and he says this thing: try to gather
Hmm.
bits and pieces of information from many
Hmm.
places because you don't know when you might find quality
Hmm.
information. So
Hmm.
high quality input gives you a high quality output also.
Output
Indian
also.
authors, there are great books. Western
Yeah.
authors, great books. Russian authors, they are great books too.
Also.
So it is about us. So how do you know whether it's a great book or not? So you see the reviews,
But
you see how old the book is,
yeah.
and you see the material in the book. You just
Hmm.
flip through the pages and you see, you'll find it whether it's useful or not. We cannot generalize that only these books are great and the others are not. Then that's kind of foolishness, because
Yeah.
greatness is everywhere, but we have to find it.
Kind of.
Yeah.
So like whenever a student has to choose like to between Indian authors or any book here, so he just has to ask four questions, whether it is adding to his knowledge or not, whether it is helpful, and whether it is like very much useful for him. That's what
Yeah.
the questions should be asked for giving the preference.
In simple way, I'll just ask him, just tell me
Mhm.
what's happening in hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. He must be able to say, Baya, it is kind of genetically related stuff. The
Mhm.
heart ventricles, they're getting big, hypertrophied, and eventually the heart is unable to contract, and the
Mhm.
heart will stop, and that fellow will die. Like in
Mhm.
simple words, if he's able to tell like this thing,
Mhm.
it is in simple words. Okay, he
Yeah.
got an idea of the topic. He know what it is. He knows
Mhm.
what's happening inside. That's sufficient.
Mhm.
So once
Okay.
you are able to get that idea, then you take even more bigger books and then dive even more deeper. Maybe initially
No.
you read Sembulingam, later you will read
Mm.
Gaitan. Maybe initially you started reading Davidson's, later you will move on to Harrison's. It's like that.
Mm. Okay. So yeah. So moving on to the next question, should we care about, like in the first year, I also cared about how much marks do I get in university exams. Like I used to get five. I used to like care about like I have to get only 5 marks only. That is what shows my knowledge. So should we give preference to marks also or not? According to me, it's not. We should not be giving the preferences. According to you, what's that?
For me, marks over there, they just help you to get past through the years. Hopefully you get
Yeah.
4.5, you will move on to the
Mm,
next phase eventually.
mm,
But this, how should I say this thing? Let's say I'm there and
mm,
my friend is there. I get threes and fours. My friend always get fives, but that doesn't matter. We from first year to sixth year, our journey ended. In sixth year, he got 83%. I got 75%. He got a higher percentage. He got 83. I got 75. We came back in India. He got 160 in his FMGE. I got 182.
Okay.
So marks over there, just prevent yourself from getting two or any reworks, so that you will not sit back and have backlogs. Just move on, move on, move on. Don't stop. But the real deal comes in your main licensing exam in India, because this is what is a pristine quality exam that will screen the weaklings away from the knowledgeable people. But it also depends upon how a person is consistent. I say I was a bit more, kind of jovial when I was in college days. But when I came to this FMGE thing, I was even more consistent. I increased my 40 minutes of study time to 1 hour. So that's it.
So yeah,
use the marks, keep moving on in years, dude, so that you'll not stop somewhere.
So consistency is what matters. Like you are just giving 40 minutes per day.
Yeah.
Anyone would have thought like you are giving you would be studying 4 to 5 hours, and that's how you.
No. Some people, they say you have to read for 8 hours a day, 9 hours a day. That's all BS stuff. It's useless. If you're not understanding it, if it is not giving you quality knowledge, if it is just wasting your time and you're just sitting there and you say, choreo cards, you're studying like this, moving your head up and down, that's useless.
Yeah. So whatever said, quality time should be our preference over quantity.
Yeah, that's why I always say very small time spans. Quality time, only 20 minutes you study, but that 20 minutes you do perfectly. That's sufficient. Eventually, the 20 minutes, will increase. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30, 35, it will increase eventually.
Okay. So the next question, like in the preclinical subjects, what should be our preference regarding the resources? We should prefer video resources or books. Like there are many video resources also for preclinical subjects and books also. So what should be our preference? Mostly today, whatever I say, like students mostly prefer going for video resources. So what should we prefer?
I say do it hybrid.
Oh,
Means
do it with.
Do it hybrid. Doing hybrid means you watch the video lesson first. So you make the personal notes, right? After making the personal notes, once you take the textbook and just go through it, go through the pages.
Okay.
So that you will understand what is the head of the topic, what is the body of the topic, and what is the tail of the topic. So when you got a clear-cut image after looking at your textbook, okay, you understood that thing, then put the textbook aside, go through your personal notes, and your preparation is done.
Okay.
So videos are like, the fast forward button for your preparation.
For your preparation.
I'll repeat it again. Videos are like a fast forward button for your preparation, but without textbook, it is incomplete. So do it hybrid.
Yeah. So textbook shouldn't be leaved that much. Like we should be doing firstly whatever we say, understand that topic from video, and after that keep with your books also and notes also, and revise it. So that is what should be our strategy. You just posted a video on that also, na?
Yeah,
Last day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So not every line. Just understand the context. That's it.
Okay.
Just understand the story. It's simply like Ramayana. What happened? Ram, Sita, they went to the forest. Ravan came again. Ram also went. He killed Ravan, and Sita came back.
So that is what we should know.
So here there are certain key roles are there where Lord Hanuma was a key role. So he helped in knowing about Sita. So things like that, you just need to understand the context the same way.
Okay.
And go through your personal, revise consistently.
So the last third year subjects, patho, pharma, and the microbiome also. Books, how should we study, and what should be like best resources for these three subjects, especially pathology, because very much important subject in preclinical.
Pathology in Ukraine, it gets split into path physiology and path anatomy.
Uh, yeah.
So see, Robinson's great book. Harsh Mohan is also a great book. But reading pathology as itself for me is nonsense, because it doesn't make any sense just reading pathology like that. The head part is missing. The tail part is also missing. So what is the head part? The physiology part. So let's say in the previous example I gave, I read the
Yeah.
physiology of heart. It's well and good, great. But then and there, simultaneously, I'll move on to the pathology, compare between
Pathology.
the physio and the patho.
Physio and patho.
So I'll compare and see why in this pathology things are going wrong. In physiology, everything is fine. What's the problem? I'll understand that difference first. So
Yeah.
after understanding the difference, I also have friends who have not gone to any coaching, but still they scored 200 in FMGE. I asked them, see man, I went to coaching. I did this hybrid kind of learning. I spent only around 1 or 2 hours a day for my FMGE. I got 182. But how did you manage to get 200? He said,